to the Black women and Black women only who are on threads talking about, I can't find friends here in Las Vegas. It's time to shut up. Okay. And I say that with all of the respect, sis, because there are some amazing Black women here in Las Vegas. And one group of Black women, one Black woman in particular, who's making it happen for Black women out here, her name is Kailah Orr, and she is the founder of Black Girl Mixer. She has managed to get a group of amazing new Black women together who are looking for networking, who are looking for community, and are looking for friendship. And I've known about Black Girl Mixer for a long time, but I never actually got to meet the founder. And there were so many things that I learned about this amazing woman, and I had to get her on the podcast. And so for those of you who feel like I can't find any friends, and not the club friends, right? You want to find the girlies who want to play pickleball, who want to hike, who want to work on their resumes and their vision boards for 2025. You're looking for friends with substance. And I think Black Girl Mixer has everything that you're looking for. There really isn't an excuse in 2025, ladies. If you're looking for community, it's here. So I want you to really enjoy our interview. The one thing that I really love about her are the things that I didn't know about Kailah Orr that I think that you will find interesting. And just a little tidbit, her husband was the saxophone player at CB&I's wedding. And so it was just amazing to actually connect with her. And I think you all will really enjoy getting to know her as much as I did. So enjoy the interview. Welcome to Summa Our Vegas. How are you?
I'm well. I'm happy to be here.
I've been waiting to get you on here for a long time because you are such a pivotal person in the Las Vegas community, especially when it comes to Black women. I feel like, and you and I can both agree, Threads has really been in its feelings when it comes to Vegas because so many women here, especially Black women, feel like they've moved here and they can't find one single friend. What is the issue?
Well, first and foremost, thank you so much. So happy to be here. But yes, I had to take a break from Threads because it was taking me down. And I do see that commentary a lot. And I just feel like it is the complete opposite of my experience. I was almost overtaken by the people that I met here that I felt like were valuable people that need to meet other people. So I always wonder what the intention is when people are meeting friends or, trying to find a community, because it has to be something that you're bringing to the table that's not allowing you to find your people.
Absolutely. I agree. And I feel like, listen, I understand Vegas. People think it's just this party town, that there's no community. But I'm going to tell you, just like I told y'all before, you are not going to find your friends at Dre's. Okay, you're not going to find your friends at a hookah lounge every weekend. You got to try something different. And a lot of women in this community are looking for hiking buddies, journaling buddies, church buddies, cooking buddies. And I feel like Black Girl Mixer has all of that and more.
I certainly agree. And that is because Black Girl Mixer is for the women that participate. I started out doing these events just to bring together the few friends that I did have. I would feel like, in my friend group, if this person could just meet this other person, they have so many resources they could offer to each other, and this would be great. And so that's kind of where we began. And we would go out to the brunch spots that I wanted to go to or whatever I had seen on TikTok. But as of late, we have so many women that are like, we should do this. We should have this kind of event. And I am able to kind of fulfill the things that they want to do. And I really, really love that. So they come with their ideas, with events they want to attend together. And that kind of fills out the community a little bit more as well.
Right. Was that like your main motivation in creating Black Girl Mixer? Like, what was it for you that like clicked and you were like, you know what, this is what I have to do?
A little bit of what we discussed before. My main group of friends were work friends. Like that's kind of the easiest group of friends to make. And they were a great group of people, just not my people. And so I'm intentioned in my mind to go out and literally meet people. So I would go to networking events, I would go to different outings and just kind of, seeking to find my people. And the more that I met people that resonated with me, they would introduce me to people, and then we would all hang out together, and it grew from there, just from trying to build a strong tribe or community that has something accessible or valuable for everybody.
What a lot of people don't know about you, and y'all gotta check AI, okay? Whether it's Chat GPT or Perplexity, they telling y'all your business.
A little too
this
much.
Was something that I never knew about you, is that you were a chef and a spice curator. And another thing a lot of people don't know about you, you were a middle school teacher and a high school English teacher, right? And history teacher, which is crazy. I didn't know all this. Now, how do these diverse experiences influence your approach to community building?
I think my restaurant and education background both work together to help me understand what community is. First and foremost, in my classroom, that's a really big part of my classroom philosophy. My first week or two of teaching, I don't teach any part of the curriculum. We just get to know each other. We talk about music and what we watch on TV and who we are as people, and we journal together. We take personality tests the first few weeks of class, just to build that community in that space. And I think this is my 10th year of teaching, which is also crazy to say. But that was kind of a foundation for Black Girl Mixer. My husband is also in the education field. He makes the joke that Black Girl Mixer is just a bigger classroom for me, because I'm like, doing little activations and making stations and making, helping people make friends. And I'm actually okay with that analogy. That's not a far off analogy. And that is where I learned a lot of those skills.
What makes Black Girl Mixer, the events, so unique here in Las Vegas?
I think for Las Vegas, our events are really varied. You don't have to be any particular type of person. You don't have to own a business to come and find your people or fit in. And our main objective is to try new things, more so unforgettable things. So for example, we played pickleball together for the first time. And for me, that was unforgettable. I am a pickleball girl now.
Oh, man, I gotta get into that.
We really come for the outfits, but we stay for the community and the bonding.
I mean, what girl doesn't come to the event for the outfits, especially with other girlies? That's our favorite part. We like to dress up, look cute, and talk to our girls.
Yes, and get the content.
Yes.
But yeah, you can show up as yourself, and I feel like there is always something for someone to do. There's a variety of events.
Absolutely. And I think that's what I like about it the most. One of your events that you just had was a resume building. Sometimes it's not always about fun. It's about how can we self-develop? How can we improve, right?
Yes.
And you're really one of the only groups, if not the only group, who is doing stuff like that is not just empowering for Black women, but also a teaching moment, things that we need to develop ourselves so we can get better. The job market is crazy. It's hard for everyone. And so if we can all help each other as a community to land those jobs and land those opportunities, you're definitely doing a great service to the community, especially for Black people.
Yes, thank you. And it was a really impactful event. We had a dynamic speaker. She came through. She's an HR director. So she just had a lot of insider knowledge or things that you wish that you had a Black HR friend to tell you. And she's like, no, girl, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do it this way. Switch it up like this. And then giving the reason behind it. So we are planning to continue those professional development or link up and learn events, as we call them. So we're also always looking for presenters or people that may have a skill. Maybe you're in real estate or something of the sort and you want to come in and speak to us. We're working that out as well.
How do you curate experiences that foster empowerment and joy for women in the community? How are you coming up with these ideas? Because I feel like when I see the next event coming up, I'm like, damn, they doing everything. This is so fun. How are you coming up with these ideas?
I think for me, it's mostly I want to share in these experiences with them. It's something that I want to do, but it's just not as much fun if I do it alone. And plenty of things I do with my husband, or some things I'll double back and do with my husband just because it is a good time. But something hits different about certain experiences with Black women cheering you on, or Black women in the space. Literally, it gives me goosebumps. It's just something about it. They bring a certain light or joy or just a certain vibe to everything. And then some things I just want them to know exist. Like we were saying about threads or people not knowing what we have. I think that's the biggest part of the issue. Vegas has community. Vegas has a lot of cool things going on. You just have to know what things you're looking for, know what kind of community you actually want to join, and then seek that out. You cannot just complain about it.
Yeah, don't talk about it, be about it.
That part.
You know, and I see it so much. And it's funny because when I'm on threads, I'll see somebody literally complaining about not finding the group of women who want to do the very things that Black Girl Mixer is doing. And then I see Black Girl Mixer with some kind of meme like, hey, hi, we're here, you know, and we have friends between us that are like, have you tried Black Girl Mixer? Because where are these complaints coming from?
Let us help you.
Yes.
And I get it. I also understand that some things are timing. Like, you know, sometimes you may see something online and you have to double back and see it again. So just the exposure helps a lot. So I do appreciate when other people share that, you know, this is a resource that you can use. Even that feels like community building. I know that my friends at least trust my events or would recommend someone to come to them. So that is, I think, one of the coolest things to come out of it is the amount of support that we receive as well. Like maybe everyone doesn't know about us, but the people who do, they ride hard.
At what age did you first develop an interest in cooking, and how has that passion evolved? And I will say this, I follow your personal Instagram as opposed to the Black Girl Mixer. I follow that too, but I can really see that in your personal Instagram, right? If you want to show this girl love, buy her cookware, buy her things to organize her kitchen cabinets. Oh, that's what brings her peace.
Brings me joy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it brings her peace. And I know that because I watch her videos. And I aspire my kitchen cupboard to be like yours.
You know what? I will send you the Amazon list.
Thank you.
And we're going to get you right.
Thank
okay?
you.
I'll get you right. But no, I think that's also, it does kind of fall over into Black Girl Mixer. I do pride myself on being really organized. Like, that is what allows me to do 70 events in a year. And people are like, how do you do it? And I'm happy to do it, or I'm happy to show up in this capacity. I don't feel burned out, partly because I'm graced for this. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. But the organization, the planning, you have to lock into it. Like that is what keeps me afloat.
Right.
So that does help a lot. But yes, cooking came to me at a very young age. So this is actually one of my favorite questions because I learned to cook from my great grandma. She will be 95 on February 22nd.
Come on, Gigi.
Yes. Shout out to Mumsy. But she is the epitome of the lady that I want to be. She's humble and spiritual and religious, but like she knows how to like tamper down her anger and her attitude until she needs to wield it. And then it's sharp, but it's graceful. And I think that is the type of person that I aspire to be. But she's also the greatest cook that I know. So that's how I learned how to cook, growing up in her kitchen. A lot of my other friends like went to summer camp or went off. I stayed with my great grandma and I learned how to be domesticated.
She a wife.
Okay, that's where I got my skills. But no, just seeing her dedication to like just getting up on time, getting her kitchen, cooking for her family, cleaning up, keeping our house together. It has kind of made me the person that I am, and then that, you know, leads into the type of organization I wish to have in my life.
What challenges did you face or are you still facing when it comes to curating and launching Black Girl Mixer? Because I know that with anything that you're trying to build, there's always going to be some challenges.
My biggest challenge with most of the ventures or concepts I come into. So I will say your Chat GPT missed one. My very first business was baby food.
Wow.
I'm handmade baby food because all my friends at the time were pregnant and they didn't want to buy food from the store. So it was called Soul Roll. It was really cute. But my main issue from Soul Roll to the restaurant to Savor Spice Co. to Black Girl Mixer is capital. Finding the resources to really put on what I want to do. A lot of what I do right now is from RSVPs, from $5 community donations to get us pickleball rackets or supplies. So just finding sponsorships or people that see the worth in what we offer has kind of been the hardest thing for me. We can pay and show up to things, and we are well received. People will receive us well. But I don't feel like the offerings are the same for what we do. And I can tell. But yeah, just capital and resources, a way to put on these events that are not solely at our expense.
That's something that I had discussed with John Laster, who created the BLAP app. And he was saying that, African Americans, we are the only group that has to ask for monetary resources from other races, right, to fund whatever projects we're trying to do. And I think even just amongst our own community, when you say, okay, come to this event, it will cost you some dollars. It's always a contingent. Well, why does it cost this? And why does it cost, right? And I think with any experience, there has to be some sort of investment, because the return is much more than what you're spending. Right? The return is knowledge and friendship and community, and that should be priceless.
Yes, and I think that is the feedback that I receive a lot, and I kind of cherish that feedback, are people that tell me, I found businesses I would have never even known existed if I were not in these group chats or in these groups. So normally if you come to a Black Girl Mixer, you receive an after message with a mom group, a married group, a singles chat, just a chat if you just want to send memes and talk all day and you don't mind receiving the notifications. Just a way for you to keep building and keep connecting with the people you may have met at just that one event. So yes, maybe the event was X amount of dollars, but you are about to enter into a full community of people that just want to see you win. You don't, whatever you offer, they will support it.
How do you select the events and the experiences for Black Girl Mixer participants? Like, are there certain things that you're like, nah, this isn't for us? Or are there other things that you're like, we definitely have to do that? That is a must for Black Girl Mixer.
If it's something that feels like something Black women don't do, it's definitely a must, because we're going to do it, and we're going to do it well. So that's a first and foremost.
I love that approach.
Thank you. Secondly, I stand by any recommendations from the Black women that are content creators that are my friends in Las Vegas. Anything, anywhere that you guys go, I will take the girls there, because I know it's gonna hit. They're gonna let me know what's really going on. So I do also feel like the content creator community in Vegas is the bomb. I follow some of those pages, and they are at the events, or the restaurants or the places as soon as they open. They're giving you the inside scoop, and that makes it really easy for me to decide where to reach out, where to pitch to, or how to decide what we're going to do for that month.
Yeah, we got to get out the box.
Yeah,
we got to do things we wouldn't normally do. I love that. What advice would you give women who want to build a meaningful connection in their community?
My advice, as I've learned it through Black Girl Mixer, is not so much about what you want, but what you're willing to offer. So I would say decide what your intention is. What kind of community do you want, and how do you want to show up for that community versus what you're going to get from it? Because what you receive from community is priceless. You're going to get something back, but who are you going to be for those people? And I think that helps us. It gives you like a little mission when you join. You're not just waiting for someone to come to you or attach themselves to you. You've shown up in this space knowing who you are, what you can offer, and how you plan to show up. So I think that little bit of confidence, just thinking about that first, helps a lot.
She said, what do you bring to the table?
I did. And if it's just you, baby, that's all right. That's all right.
That's a good question in this setting, right?
This is more appropriate.
Don't be no man asking about that now.
And not on the first
Okay,
date.
Please. Can we wait till the third date at least? How has your background in education influenced your approach to create community spaces? And we kind of talked about this before we started recording, because I think there's a certain charisma that you bring that helps to bring people together, and there's no cockiness there, right?
And that definitely, I get a lot of practice in my classroom. Like, I run through a lot of my jokes.
Right. Because kids are very honest.
And I enjoy my students. I teach high schoolers, so we really do enjoy each other. And I do feel like that has taught me how to just be myself. Because some days you show up for work and you don't have like a facade to put on. This is just how I feel today. We have to get through this lesson. I've learned to be very honest with my students, like not, over revealing things that are my business, but just to show them that I'm a person. And that does help me show up in Black Girl Mixer. It also helps with my patience, because again, I teach high schoolers. So it helps me stop and just think about where they are, how people are doing, what they could be going through. Everything is not about me personally. My kids have deep lives and things that they really go through. And I have to, sit with that. Maybe you're not upset with me. There's something else going on. And that helps a lot with adults, because I sometimes expected adults to show up a certain way or have higher expectations for them. And at the end of the day, that's a person. It's a person going through whatever experience they're going through.
And parents have hard experiences just like their kids may be facing. Now, parents may not see their kids' problems as important as theirs because they're the providers. But like you said, they could be coming in there with all types of energy. Yep. And it could affect how you present or how your experience that you're trying to create for the community. So I can definitely see how teaching kids and teens can also help in curating events for adults.
And even I think one of my, even like with threads or things of that nature, we don't like to read instructions or really follow
at all.
It doesn't matter how much information you give. You can say this event is on Tuesday. Is it on a Tuesday? So I think just my patience in how I explain things or offer the events to people, it has taught me a lot in, what you could think that you are putting off and what people are actually receiving from you.
What are your future goals with Black Girl Mixer, and how do you see the collective growing? Because you guys have grown so much in the last year, and I only see it getting better, especially just getting to know you personally and some of the other amazing Black women that we as a community and have had the privilege of just being around and being friends with. I really see Black Girl Mixer just shooting for the stars as Las Vegas continues to grow. So what are your future goals?
My Las Vegas goals are to collaborate with bigger brands here, casinos on the Strip, other wellness or health groups that are here, and other Black initiatives to kind of build a stronger community there. But my personal goal for Black Girl Mixer is to expand beyond Las Vegas. I'm from Chicago, so that's always... It's the greatest city on earth, let me just say.
Wait a minute.
Sorry, it is what it is. But no, even being from Chicago, I feel like Black Girl Mixer would thrive there as well. It would thrive in other spaces. And so just expansion, working on expanding, working on bringing this experience to other people. I feel like there are Black women that are always searching for something. There may be things in those cities that exist, but it doesn't hurt to build something new. There's space for all of us. So just figuring out places that also need something similar and taking it there. I stand by any recommendations from the Black women that are content creators that are my friends in Las Vegas. Anything, anywhere that you guys go, I will take the girls there because I know it's gonna hit. They're gonna let me know what's really going on. So I do also feel like the content creator community in Vegas is the bomb. I follow some of those pages, and they are at the events, or the restaurants or the places as soon as they open. They're giving you the inside scoop, and that makes it really easy for me to decide where to reach out, where to pitch to, or how to decide what we're going to do for that month.